Have you ever been kept up at night by the ideas of corruption or fraud in your local government system? Girl, I have. This information should put your mind at ease. If you live in Georgia. Okay, that's good. Georgia's Open Records Act and Open Meetings Act are what we call sunshine laws. And these laws help you and I, as citizens of Georgia, know what is going on in our local government, past and present. These acts give you the rights to be informed of and attend public meetings held by your local officials and request to see records of ones that you may have missed, because we can't make it to all of those. We got lives too. With access to the public records, you will always stay up to date on what is happening in your state, even if it is happening behind closed doors. If it is a public matter, you should know about it, and according to the law, you will. This is information that every American should know because it is your job as a citizen to know your rights. Just know your rights.
Did you know your rights?
Right.
Sunshine laws in Georgia give citizens the right to view public records and attend public meetings held by local officials, but these laws can also differ in other states. I have lived in the state of Georgia my entire life. I am very proud to call it home, Peach State, born and raised. It is important to me that Georgia be a state with an ethical government, and these rights give us the ability to keep it that way. Georgia's sunshine laws and court cases in which the sunshine laws are the number one cause for the case, I have included in this video. We'll be looking at each of these court cases and showing how the different outcomes give you a better understanding of what does and does not fall under the sunshine laws in Georgia and in a few other states. So before we get into that, I'm actually going to discuss the details of Georgia's Open Records Act and Georgia's Open Meeting Act, and you can get a feel for what we're looking for in the court cases. So the term sunshine was chosen because the laws ensure that we are not kept in the dark. You know, when I think of sunshine, I think of something that is a warm, a bright environment. I also think of Florida because Disney, sunshine, hello. It gives us the right to know what's going on in our local government and access public records in every state, but the details differ. In a guide to open government in Georgia, it states that government must be transparent, even if it is uncomfortable for the public officials in whom we have placed our trust. No matter what it is about, if it is a matter of public record, it must be available to the public. It's there in the name.
Yeah, duh.
It started in 1946 and was called the Administrative Procedure Act, but was later changed in 1966 to the Information Freedom Act because agencies were only releasing what they wanted the public to see, and they wanted to change that, so everything had to be released. Then in 1976, it became known as the Sunshine Laws. Now we have some fun little names coming up. We have the JOMA, which I like to call that, is the Georgia Open Meeting Act, and GORA, which is the Georgia Open Records Act. Both of these are a part of Georgia Sunshine Laws and have great benefits that I am taking advantage of right now as you watch this video and you listen to me, because I'm exercising my right by doing this research. The types of public records that GORA provides us with include, quote, all documents, papers, letters, maps, books, tapes, photographs, computer-based or generated information, or similar materials prepared and maintained or received in the course of operation. That was a long quote. This comes to you from Georgia's Open Records Act and public libraries. It is a piece from Georgia Library Quarterly about the public library and all the records you can access through them. Some of the records, like computer records, require you to put in a request before you can get that information. But because of GORA, the library must grant you access. They cannot deny it.
I'm supposed to get a toy with this?
Many of the information I am sharing with you, I also requested from my university library and a couple others in the state of Georgia. Let's move on to court cases.
I object, Your Honor!
The first court case is from Georgia about a nonprofit public interest law firm that tried to sue Georgia legislative offices on the grounds that the information they released does not fall under Georgia's Open Records Act.
Well, this can't possibly be correct!
This case was dismissed due to the fact that even if they could gather evidence to support their claim, they would not have a case because they had the rights to release the documents to the public.
Right.
Another court case from Georgia that I wanted to mention was started by 3 employees from a radio station called WRNG, so wrong radio, and they sued the General Assembly under violation of the Sunshine Laws.
Wrong!
The 3 employees said that they were excluded from General Assembly committee meetings, violating the Sunshine Laws. This was taken to court, and the General Assembly won the case.
Oh, we win! We win!
This was due to the fact that they are not considered a State Department agency, meaning that they don't fall under the parameters of the Sunshine Laws in the state of Georgia.
You're not really one of us.
I wanted to do something different for this case just because I wanted to show you like a variety of like how they can be used. So the last case is a murder trial.
Murdered?
That took place in the state of New Jersey in New Jersey State Court.
New Jersey?
When they received the documents that they had requested, there were several hundred pages missing, which were being withheld due to confidentiality, according to the FBI. The FBI explained that their reasons for withholding the pages was because they contained, quote, regular FBI informants, individual witnesses who were not regular informants, state and local law enforcement agencies, other local agencies, and private financial or commercial institutions, which all of these are supposedly falling under the Freedom of Information Act, aka their Sunshine Laws in the state of New Jersey.
Your Honor, I object.
You would!
The details of Sunshine Laws in other states, however, you can see the difference already. Let's talk about Missouri
It's Missouri. No one from Missouri would say Missouri.
and Texas.
It's Texas.
So our Missouri case is about an officer, well, ex-officer, named Bill W. Wright. And he is claiming that his Sunshine Laws were violated. He's really just mad because he got fired after a closed meeting occurred.
You're fired!
But in the end, it turns out that even though they did violate a small section of the Sunshine Laws, because he took them to court for like a wrongful termination, they did not wrongfully terminate him. They had reasons, so he did not win.
Your Honor, I object!
And why is that, Mr. Reed?
Because it's devastating to my case!
Overruled.
Now let's move on to the state of Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Welcome to Texas.
So Texas requires training for their government members that are subject to the Texas Open Meeting Act, also known as Sunshine Laws, which you can read about in the Attorney General of Texas page on the Open Meeting Act's training page. The training must be done within 90 days of taking the oath of office or otherwise assuming the responsibilities of said office. It is not a requirement for those who do not, quote, conduct business in meetings subject to OMA, quote, Open Meeting Act, if you didn't catch that little abbreviation. This training must include the legal requirements, applicability, procedures and requirements, and the penalties and consequences that the Open Meeting Act entails. So this includes a training video as well for you to watch for yourself. You don't have to take the class. If you want to learn more about it, there's a video on their page. You scroll to the bottom. Click it. Educate yourself. The plaintiffs, Richard E. Finlan and Don Venable, hope that's right, sounds like vegetable, are requesting that there be a permanent injunction for violation of the Texas Open Meetings Act. They said that the Downtown Sports Development Committee had been having closed meetings with third parties, which violated the Texas Open Meeting Act.
No, this is a closed-door meeting.
In the end, the court ordered that they were in violation of the TOMA, or the Texas Open Meeting Act, ruling in favor of the plaintiffs.
We win! We win, you lose, we win!
The Sunshine Laws, while different in other states, have the same basic meaning behind each one of them.
The important difference here is with win-win-win, we all win.
And if we didn't discuss your state, so sorry, those are just the ones that I decided to pick.
I never get picked for anything.
I hope that you enjoyed this and found it educational, and maybe it encourages you to go look at the Sunshine Laws in your state.
Oh, not likely.
And I hope this shed a little bit more sunshine on the details of these laws. That's it.
I'm Stewie Griffin. Thanks for watching.
Bye. And when they received the documents that they had requested, there were several. When they received the documents that they requested, there were several hundred. When they received the documents that they had requested, there were. This is about. Oh my God! I already messed up. Open Records Act. Cinematic. Boom. In focus. Beautiful. Love it. Let's go. Created a document in order to inform others about the Mississippi Sunshine Laws. I am struggling. I also have a case that involves the Mr. No, I can't say words today. Oh, it is titled. Now let's discuss in which the